I wanted to try like a fireside chat. I'm gonna pretend that I have a U-log sound in the background, which I will edit in and just vibe. You know, and some stuff that was on my mind and stuff hopefully that could benefit people. I'd hope. And I think that right now a lot of us are in a state of complacency, and I finally got out of that. And I think a lot of it has to come down to what you do and what you love, and like if you really love it. Like before, a good example is that I get really involved with church, and I really wasn't doing much before, and now that I'm putting myself out there, I feel more happy doing what I do. But for some people, like, people pick jobs that they don't actually like, or like, some people just get a job just to get a paycheck, and I feel like it's stupid to do that. I feel like if you don't love it, then you shouldn't do it. I understand for some people it's different. Like if parents, sometimes they're stuck with the jobs that they have because they have to support people. And I get that. That's understandable. But for the people that don't have like all these choices that they can make, I've seen like unhappy, not good doctors before, and it's like, why would you get a job working with people every day and hating your job, or just being mean? Like even teachers, like really old mean teachers, I don't understand why, if you hate your job, why would you work with, people that you know you're not going to get along with, or just don't like? It's stupid. I'm kind of tired. I won't fall asleep though. What do you think about these days? I think too much. For someone who's like kind of low-key an idiot, I sure think a lot. I wonder what determines our intelligence. Is it really like how much you learn in school? Or is it more so that you've learned in life and whether you apply it to your situations or not? I don't know. People who are really smart. Go ahead. Flex how smart you are in the comments because you go to school. I know people who are like that. I dealt with someone who was a scholar in something super stupid, and they were wrong about everything they were talking about, and they tried to lecture me, and I just kind of like went off. Yeah. Like, pretty much, this person, this is kind of like, I'm not shading anyone, but there's this person on Twitter, particularly, of course it's Twitter drama, that they were like, if you don't like religion, by the way, review, I'm sorry, I'm talking, this is my channel, don't like it, you can leave, that you could mix Christianity with, like, New Age practices, which cannot go in hand, because in the Bible it says that you can't mix light with dark, and also that's literally idolatry and magic and all sorts of stuff. They all go under the same umbrella term. So this woman that claimed to be very peaceful and paraded herself around like a peacemaker, she was very rude, and she was like, I'm not quoting her word for word, but she was like, do you even know who I am, kind of thing. She had like that kind of attitude. It's like, how could you be like that and say that you're, not only say that you're Christian, but also say that you're a peacemaker, or whatever she said, peace weaver. Those kind of people are hypocrites. You know, we're all hypocrites sometimes, but I can't stand people who parade themselves like that. It's like people who are like, I'm a good person, I'm a nice person, blah blah blah. I'm not like most guys. I know nice guys like that. And it's stupid, because at the end of the day, they always show their true colors. And it's always like that. I mean, I'll be real with you. Even me, I'm quote quote nice, but when I'm angry, I'm not the most nice. Or when I'm sick and tired of tolerating things I shouldn't, I'm not nice. So, me saying I'm not like most girls, ooh, I'm so nice, I'm a hypocrite too, because I quickly showed my true colors. Well, I think we all do at some point. You know, I'm not talking down to anyone or saying like, oh, you know, not poking fun, because it's something we all do, of course. And those who say that they don't, they're just lying to themselves. And they'll learn over time that they're really not perfect, and that no one is really. You can only try. But, yeah. You're always gonna run into people who are like, I know everything. I'm so smart. TM. But I am very smart. Reddit. Yeah. Just people like that. My very toxic ex from many, many, many years ago was very much like that. He was a smart man, but he was very, I am very smart, and like would always put me down and call me mean names, like being stupid and stuff. So quickly I learned I'm not as stupid as he said I was. But it took me a while to realize that, you know, when people that care about you, when they put you down, it's hard to recover from that. But you come around eventually. You know? Sorry if that was depressing. This is a fireside talk. I'm tired. I think what determines your intelligence is like your survival skills. And because the animals at the top of the food chain, they always survive the best, don't they? And the animals that are also small, but they're very intelligent, like rabbits, or animals that are strategic, even squirrels. They're smart, secretly, but not all the other animals know that. Only we kind of know because we study them. We could be like rabbits, when we're discreetly smart, and people don't see it until later. It's good to be like a rabbit. Rabbits are cute. Yeah. What is intelligence anyway? Do you ever think that, like, perhaps it's just a made-up word, and that we have wisdom, but the word intelligence, we were taught everything by other people. So if we're thinking for ourselves, and we're being, you know, not closed-minded, but we're thinking outside of the box in our own head, if we're learning from other people, doesn't that mean that it's not actually intelligence, but that we're just learning? Intelligence is something that comes from you, not from other people. That's my take on intelligence. I didn't grow up very smart either. I failed every single class that wasn't art or music or English or psychology back in all my grades. I wasn't a good student. I was well behaved, and I was always the teacher's pet, but I just didn't get it. I think also ADHD probably has something to do with it. I figure. I never actually got up for that. In elementary, I had therapy for it really, really young, growing up, and I was put with all the special ed kids, but I wasn't special ed. I was misplaced. It was kind of fun though, because I did all sorts of fun stuff while other people had to go work, so haha, fools. Now I know how to write cursive. We didn't learn cursive in elementary. We learned our names and that's it. Do you ever get fascinated looking up at the sky? As someone who is a spiritual person, despite being spiritual, I still wonder what's out there. I don't even really believe in aliens, but I don't know. I wonder what's beyond the universe. In my perspective, if God created more things, I wonder that. And for people who don't believe in God, what do you think is out there? Honestly, I wonder. I wonder if heaven is in the sky, or is it beyond space? I think about that a lot. Right? Or even hell. They say things it's under the earth, but who knows? It could be in space. We don't know. You can't breathe in space. And you burn up in space, don't you? I don't know. I didn't take much astronomy. Who knows? We'll never know. Some people, I don't know why, I think I read that somebody said they thought it was Jupiter. Which I don't understand how you could think of that, because Jupiter's a big gas planet. It's not. Heck. Bluff. Foolish. But I wonder what's out there. They were talking about aliens the other day on the TV, and they were the FBI leaked a video. And I think that's cool, I guess, but I don't really believe it. I think it's something else. I don't believe in aliens, really. And if I were to, it would be seen through a more spiritual perspective rather than little green guys. I'm not going to get into conspiracy because that's not what I'm here for. It's fireside chat, not conspiracy chat. Are you relaxed right now? I'm kind of relaxed. I still have the squishy, and I'm so mad because the whole time while I was editing and filming and everything, I always had the squishy with me, and the whole time I was listening to myself, I was just meditatively playing with the squishy and just completely zoning out of the universe, literally. I forgot time because I was just playing with the squishy and listening to my own ASMR. I don't know if that's what, but it's weird. It's cool though. I'm tired. Are you tired? My voice isn't this low. It's more like this when I'm tired. I'm sorry. know what? I'm gonna pause the fireside chat and do a really sleepy drunk haircut. Okay. Hello, Sir Wiggles. What will it be today? We don't do manscaping, so you need to leave. That's what you're here for. Good. Okay. We will trim you bald. Snip. That's such a nice sound. I'm sorry. I banged the mic. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that. I'm sorry. I know I just made a joke, but it's because I had to delete the banging on the mic because I hit it with scissors like an idiot. Sorry. Okay, let's get serious. Sorry. Sir, would you like to dye your hair? Oh wait, didn't we agree that we're gonna shave you bald? Why would we dye your hair if you don't have any? That's silly. Okay. What a nice, stop. What a nice sound. Oh, don't play with scissors when you're tired. That's dangerous. Oh, sir, now you're bald. Have a nice day. I'm so tired. What's something we could talk about? They say your favorite color says a lot about your personality. Like people who like red are really passionate and fiery and sometimes angry, and people who like yellow are really positive and friendly. And I don't know anyone whose favorite color is orange, but I'm trying to remember what the meaning for orange was. And green are people who are really productive, and they like to be gardeners. No, they like growth. They're one of those kinds of people. And the color blue is for people who are really calm and patient. And I don't know, I always tend to fall for guys whose favorite color is blue, and they all end up being jerks. All of them. I don't know why. It's dumb. And purple are for those prima donnas. They have a sense of royalty to them. They're usually very generous people. And people who like black are really wise and depressed. And people who are white, not white people, who like the color white, those people are really pure and usually spiritual. And people who like pink are really, what's the word that's appropriate? They're thirsty. They're thirsty, and they're really loving and compassionate. And yeah, I think they match all really well. What's your favorite color? Mine is pink and black and red. But I always liked black. Maybe that's why I'm so smart. Oh well, kidding. I'm not smart. I'm just whatever. I really like the color pink, and I liked it growing up. And then when I became emo, I was like, can't like pink. That's so preppish. I didn't want to be a prep. And then I became I'm kidding. I'm not a prep. I do like dressing preppy though. I could never be like those girls in high school. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm talking about. Like sorority girls. I never got along with people like that. I like pink. It's a pretty color. It's a happy color. And it's very like youthful. My mom the other day I was recording something for church. She was like, I can't believe you have those drawings. I can't believe you have those stuffed animals in the background. You look so immature. And she was like, we were talking about like a color or something. She was like, why are you picking pink? That's for children and like whatever. And it's like, I don't care if I look immature. I think immaturity has a lot based on personality, which I already suit the hell, but at the same time I don't. I have a little of both. So judging me for wanting to have that kawaii aesthetic is mean. I love it. I like those colors because they make me happy. And when I used to live in a blue room, I used to be a really blue person. I used to be really depressed, and I was never happy. And when I moved out of that room and painted my walls pink, I started to feel more independent and happy and self-sufficient. It's not why, like painting the walls wasn't why, but part of the effect of the psychology of the color of the walls in your room will affect you, they say. And I believe it because I lived in a blue room for like years. Every room that I moved to was blue. That's why they say certain colors, or like why you shouldn't have a red room, because it'll make you aggressive or really like thirsty. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, that's actually part of it too. That's why they call it a red room. Anyways, changing the subject. Pink is a nice color. I respect guys who wear pink. I don't see many. They're usually F-boys, and I don't understand why they wear pink. You'd think that, like, other people would wear pink, not F-boys. But they do. There's psychology behind it. Women wear pink. I think it looks nice. It's kind of rare. Tired. Do I want to go to bed? What I really want to do, but I'm fighting the temptation. I have this squishy here, and my brain is telling me, see these scissors? Cut off the tip. Cut it. And then let all of the sparkles and water come out. But then it's like, but I earned this. How could I break it? It took so long to get at the arcade. I would never want to break him. Plus I wouldn't have a squishy to squish anymore. But my brain is telling me to cut it. I don't know why. I should stop. Maybe I should just keep the scissors away from myself. Yeah. It's weird. I would love to go live and do something like this. We could talk to people in the comments. It would be fun. I'm very tired. I start to hear birds. Maybe I'll go to sleep. I like birds. They're cute. Have you ever owned a bird before? They're really loud. We have 4 here, and they make so much noise. I used to film videos for TikTok about, like, I still dance, but I did it on TikTok. I did dancing. Then I got rid of it because I felt spiritually convicted to not dance sexual anymore. and the birds used to always scream in the background. No matter how loud my music was, they always screamed in the background, and it was terrible. Yeah. It's funny. But it's not funny when you're sleeping in the same room as them. And every single morning they're like screaming, literally. They scream because they're cockatiels. And cockatiels are like parrots. And, fun fact, they came from a household where the children used to bang on the cage, and now they're traumatized. And they would say, "Really?" So the birds scream, "Really?" Like every single time something goes wrong, anytime they're upset, or honestly, anytime they get like boisterous, they just scream really. And it's so ear piercing. I hate it. They're still cute. I just have to leave the room or I'll get a headache. I'm really sensitive to sound. I think that's why I love ASMR so much. Because it's so relaxing. I love the sound of like crunchy things and honeycomb and tapping and blowing. And I really love, how they do those ear cleaning videos? They put the Q-tip in there. In real life, no one would like that experience, but ASMR is like amazing. It makes it feel like great. It feels like you actually have someone doing that, but it's without the pain. It's really fascinating. It's science. Yeah, I like that ASMR. I'm really tired. What if I fell asleep on my chair? I actually have this chair to recline, so if I wanted to just lay down like I was at a freaking massage parlor, I could just fall asleep like this. But I don't know if it's advisable. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing things. I like half hallucinated just now. Like I had half of my leg covering the TV screen. I mean, the PC screen, and I saw a bunch of sparkles, and I was like, it's sparkles, and it's not, it's just the wallpaper. And it's not even sparkles, it's dirt. I'm 100% rambling right now. Maybe I could like quietly sing a gospel hymn because I'm tired. I don't remember all the lyrics, so don't judge me. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely? Don't forever in home. When Jesus is my portion, constant friend is He. He thy son of sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eyes sing that the real loud way, the fun way, the yeehaw, I got a soul voice way. That was not that version. Hymns are always nice, even if you're not spiritual. They always sound nice. That's why they always put them in choirs. And they're like, hey, atheists, suck it up. It's funny. And it always comes out beautiful. We had this song. How did it go? We have a lot of songs that I never had heard before. I could think of random choir songs I sang before. Maybe some spiritual, maybe some not. I'm thinking, my brain was like, yes, and then it went. It's just like gone. And no one, and it was called Like an Eagle. And it made me think, actually, in the Bible, there's a verse like that. I don't know if it's spiritual, though. It didn't sound totally. I'll just quietly kind of just pull off. How did it go? Getting tired. Like an eagle, I will fly. Like an eagle, I will fly. Yeah. I'm gonna climb the highest mountain alive. I'm gonna fly the highest mountain. Yeah. Like an eagle, I will fly. Like an eagle, I will race among the stars. I will spread my wings and fly into the sun. Like an eagle, I will race above the clouds. I will fly to places yet unseen, go beyond my wildest dreams. Know that you are watching over me. Like an eagle, I will race above the stars. Like an eagle, I will fly. Yeah, I'm singing it totally backwards. No, but you know what song we learned in elementary? And it was the first time ever where I kind of auditioned for something, and it was for this Wicked song. I don't know what it is. It's a play. It's a musical, It's a musical. And they sang for good. And they picked this person that sucked totally. And I remember, even though I wasn't the best singer at the time, I was like, I should have gone. I'm kidding. I wasn't actually like that. I kind of was just like, man, they could have chose someone else. They sang it in front of every parent, and it was dumb. But I could sing that song. My audition won't obviously sound the same to now because I'm a big girl now. So I'll try to sing it. I'll try not to sing it backwards. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bring something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. No, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you like a comet pulled from orbit. as it passes the sun, like a tree that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say that I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It may be that we may never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart, and there wherever where our stories end. I know you have it written mine, my being my friend, like a ship run from its morning by the land of the sea, like a sea dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say that I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. I have been changed for good. I think I'm gonna end this video now because I am almost asleep. So I don't know if this also made you sleepy or not. I'm sorry if it didn't.